Welcome to the live. If you're just joining us, this is the SummerSlam review. We are reviewing SummerSlam tonight, which started strong and kind of fell apart midway. We'll explain how it fell apart badly.
We might get a little animated with things, but we're going to make it fun, so we'll be animated tonight for you guys. All right, hit my head.
So we'll get into this in 2 seconds.
One.
All right, guys. So
First match.
we'll start off with the first match, which was Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. What started off was actually a pretty solid match between Liv and Rhea Ripley. Halfway through the match, though, Rhea Ripley got injured as Liv threw her into the turnbuckle.
Hard.
She hit hard on her shoulder. Her shoulder got popped out of place. She wrestled half the match with her shoulder out of place until another midway point of the match where Rhea actually popped her shoulder back into place, which was pretty disgusting to watch her put her shoulder back into place after it was popped out with the table. She still wrestled a pretty solid match till halfway through when a steel chair got involved. Dominic came out, took the chair from her because he didn't want her to win that way. Then Dominic, at the end, screwed her over, threw the chair in the ring so that Liv Morgan could hit the Oblivion on Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan retains the women's title. And Dominic joined with Liv Morgan, which we all kind of seen coming, that Liv was kind of going to join with Dom, and Dom was kind of going to join with Liv. It was unfortunate to see because I was kind of hoping that Rhea would have retained her title or won back her title. I don't think it's over yet between Rhea and Liv Morgan, so I'm interested to see where they go from there. We'll go to the next one, and then I'll let my buddy take over the one after that. Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn was an awesome match. Breaker wrote the wrong that happened to him the last time when Braun Breaker lost at Money in the Bank to Sami Zayn. That was written today as Braun Breaker absolutely folded Sami in half with not one, but 2 spears to win his first title in WWE, the Intercontinental Championship, which is awesome. I think Braun Breaker is going to be an amazing champion, and I can't wait to see his run as the Intercontinental Champion. It's going to be awesome. I love Braun Breaker. I think he's been a great addition to Monday Night Raw, and they're lucky to have him. He's going to be an awesome champion for a long time, I think. I'll let my buddy take over the LA Knight. Yeah!
Do you want to do the next 3? Because the 2 of them you're going to go out of the next 2 at least. Yeah. LA Knight defeated the jackass Logan Paul. I'm really happy. I mean, Logan Paul doesn't deserve to be in wrestling. He deserves to be at home making TikToks for everyone. So LA Knight defeated, as I said, the Wish wrestler Logan Paul. It was a great match, and he's behind the camera now. What is the big catchphrase for his win?
Yeah!
And do you want me to do Nia Jax as well?
Yeah, we can get into that one.
And you want me to do Punk, so I got 3. Next one I'll do is Nia Jax. Winning was wrong. Tiffany Stratton should have cashed in tonight. Nia Jax didn't even have heel heat. Yes, Nia Jax beat Bayley, but the funny thing was the crowd didn't give a damn. They didn't care. It was, Nia won, yay. They didn't care. Tiffany Stratton should have cashed in. I don't know if The Rock had anything to do with that because that's his cousin, but when a heel wins, you're supposed to be booed out of your tree, and Nia Jax wasn't. That was a solid match until the end, and I think Yokozuna's growing in his grave with his finishing move being done by Nia. Up to you. Punky now. I'll take Punky.
Well, we can both kind of take it on.
You take Punky. I want you to be animated.
Then we got to
Yeah.
the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre match, which, I'm going to be honest, being a Punk fan was absolute garbage. One of the worst booking decisions I think WWE has ever made was in that match alone. They knew the heat between Punk and Rollins. I think putting Seth in there as the special guest referee was an atrocity. It was an absolute joke, especially being a fan of Punk. And with everything that McIntyre did going up to the match, I think that was an atrocity for WWE to put Seth Rollins as the special guest referee, knowing the history between him and Punk, and knowing that he would not be a justified referee in the fact that he was going to call this thing straight down the line, as he was allowing Drew to get away with some stuff during the match early on. And when Punk went in to get stuff done his way, Seth wouldn't count. It'd be a slow counts. It was just wrong. I think WWE made a wrong decision here. Not just because I'm a CM Punk fan, but I think the whole thing of having Seth involved in the rivalry when he was never involved in the rivalry to begin with Punk and Drew. I think WWE should have just let Punk and Drew settle their own business, have Seth Rollins sit at home and not be part of it, and I think it would have been fine. Seth had nothing to do with the rivalry with Punk and Drew. I think like it was this terrible booking decision by WWE on that one, and I'm not overly happy with that one. But I think they're probably going to hopefully fix that wrong, as it was a bad, poor decision. I'll let my buddy dig in a little bit more on that one.
I think he said it best. I think with that, I think the second part 2 is going to be Bash at Berlin in Germany. I think that's the next event. I think that's where it is, and then it will culminate at Bad Blood. I don't like it either. I'm a Punk fan. I wonder if Drew went into for himself and got Seth as the referee because he doesn't like Punk. And yeah, I didn't like it. Bad booking, but the fans seem to love everything tonight, which I don't get, even the bad bookings. I'll go to the next one. This one I'm going to tie into Dominic almost. The Dominic Mysterio turning on. I think Finn Balor and Bubblehead Man, JD McDonough, because I'm going to say why in a second. I think they're going to be Judgment Day, another version of Judgment Day. We're going to have the babyface side and the heel side, and we got Carlito eating apples somewhere. Damian Priest lost his title. I don't like it. I think Damian Priest didn't have a fair enough run. I like Gunther. I don't know how to say his name. He was a great Intercontinental Champion. I just think they put the title on because Austria, right? Where he's from is actually part of in Germany.
Well, I have 2 nights in a row. Yes,
Yep.
for sure, Kevin. Yeah, we're back.
I think that's the only reason why Gunther was put as champion to go into his home country. That's the only thing I think why. I don't see long run. I see either Priest getting the title or maybe Balor being the next. I don't know. I don't think it's good. I will touch on something cool before you get to the last match. Before the last match, spoiler if you guys haven't seen it, should have. If you guys have not seen it, go watch it first so you don't get anything spoiled. If you don't care, then yeah, there are spoilers. A big return tonight, we can say that. Former backstage, one of my favorites of all time. Arn Anderson now back in WWE. It's so cool. I'll quickly touch on the last match and I went in there. Cody beats Solo, but the worst part of the match was Jacob, Fat 2, and his band of misfits. They are so green. Jacob hurt himself. Solo Sikoa needs to go back to the performance center and really train a bit better because he was sloppy, tripped a couple times. Hope he's uninjured. And then the big surprise on my friend touch channel this is, I'll let him touch on the big surprise. And yes, KO and Randy did show up. That's not the big thing. I'll let my friend touch on the match. I give the card, before you end, a solid, I'll be fair, a 6.5 out of 10. You can now finish it.
We're going to the last match, Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. It was a great back and forth match with Cody and Solo. Solo showed how green he was, though, as he made a bunch of mistakes in this match. Jacob Fatu obviously injured himself, putting Cody through the table.
He put himself through it.
When he put himself through it, hit his knee.
And he's a champion.
Tamatonga, Tongaleo, obviously they're green as anything. But it was cool to see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens come out and help him. But the main return, guys, so spoiler alert, if you haven't watched SummerSlam, turn it off as we're about to spoil the main event surprise. So if you haven't seen it, this is the point where you don't want to watch it. But if you did just watch it like we did,
or you don't care,
about the spoilers, the main return tonight was the return of Roman Reigns, as Roman Reigns cost Solo Sikoa the championship. Obviously, there's heat between Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, especially with Solo taking over the bloodline, stealing his necklace, a whole bunch of things. So basically, yeah, Solo Sikoa was costed the title match from Roman Reigns. He's back in WWE. He made his return tonight. Roman Reigns back in WWE to close out SummerSlam, help Cody Rhodes get the win over Solo Sikoa. I'm kind of interested to see where they go with the bloodline. and what happens next, especially where it happens next with the Judgment Day, as they're pretty much in shambles as Rhea lost thanks to Dominic, who turned on Rhea and helped
Boo.
Liv Morgan retain her championship,
Watch
which I
her.
think is horrible. And Finn Balor basically costing Damian Priest the title, which I think that we've seen coming for a while, as Finn Balor and Priest have been butting heads for quite a while now. It
Even tonight.
kind of seen it coming. The writing was pretty much on the wall for Judgment Day to be done with, which is a little unfortunate. But there could be two versions of Judgment Day. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see what Monday Night Raw brings us. And while we're on the topic of Monday Night Raw, before we get into some of your comments about SummerSlam, Monday Night Raw is going to see the debut of the Wyatt Six. They will be debuting on Monday Night Raw against Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, so you don't want to miss the debut of the Wyatt Six on Monday Night Raw, which is going to be awesome. The fallout, obviously, from SummerSlam, from not the Bloodline stuff, that'll be on SmackDown, but
Oh, who knows?
the Judgment Day stuff, so definitely stay tuned for that, guys, as it's going to be a very interesting Monday Night Raw.
And a quick Tim, I'll pop through like I normally do. The commentary team is changing on Raw and SmackDown next month. Michael Cole is going to SmackDown with hopefully McAfee, or I should say, Professional Greatness. We both hope McAfee's done with WWE. The guy's annoying as all hell. So SmackDown and Raw changing commentary teams. I think Corey Graves will probably end up on Raw with someone, because Barrett we saw was on the either going to match McIntyre or go to Raw with him. So I think we're going to see a big change on Raw and SmackDown. So again, Michael Cole is going back to SmackDown, possibly with McAfee, or he does it with Graves, and Raw's getting a whole new commentary team next month in September. And yeah, Raw's going to be good. We get the Wyatt Six both ways. We're both big fans. So if you guys watched it, what do you guys think? Do you like the new champions? Do you like Riley? Ricky says hi. Chris, I can't see that. You have glasses.
Oh, hello. How's it going?
Did I get that right? So, what's that now?
What's your logo on your hat?
Oh, so Hart found the Calgary Hitmen. So basically, the hockey team named after Bret the Hitman Hart. Big fan of that, and I also a big fan of the Harts on my shirt. If you're wondering what both were, I thought wrestling for once. And you can probably tell his logo on his shirt is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So yeah, get ready for Raw. I'm wondering who Raw's new commentary team is going to be.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Raw commentary thing. I'm excited to see the Wyatt Six make their debut. It's going to be mad.
What's that say?
I'm mad Nia won because I hate her and she's I agree, Ricky. I agree. I'm absolutely with you on that one. I think that was a major fumble by WWE to put Nia as the champion. I think they should have just kept it on Bayley.
Or had Tiffany.
Especially if Tiffany wasn't going to cash in. I think they're fumbling her cash in badly because they're waiting for her to turn heel, but it doesn't seem like Tiffany is going to turn on Nia. They seem I don't know what they're doing. And it kind of really showed badly tonight on that match alone that they don't have a clue what they're doing with that women's championship.
No, I'm going to quickly say my forgive, my friend. You meant to say babyface. I'll correct them. I think they're turning Tiffany babyface because every time she does Tiffany time, the crowd erupts. Oh, Christ. To be honest, I'm happy for LA Knight because he deserves it so much and need a title reign. Oh, my friend is a big LA Knight
Yeah.
fan. I can talk for him too. We're both happy. Logan Paul hopefully is done with WWE. 3 years too long. What else can I say? I was gonna say something, but no, Nia Jax is champion. I am hoping that wasn't the Rock's decision because she is the cousin, and Rock does work with TKO
And Triple H.
And if Triple H got his toe stepped over by Rock, I don't know, but I think you're gonna see Tiffany win the title, but Bayley's probably gonna get a rematch, and I think Nia's gonna learn the term "don't mess with the Bayley." Ding dong.
Yeah, the LA Knight match was awesome. I was so happy to see LA Knight win. Obviously, if you know me on here, a lot of times I am not the biggest supporter of the Paul brothers. I don't like them at all.
Despises them.
I don't like Jake
Nope.
at all. I hate him.
Yep.
I don't like Logan at all. I think he's terrible.
Yeah.
So I was so happy to see LA Knight actually get the championship because LA Knight's definitely deserved it. He's worked so hard to get to where he is. I'm extremely happy that LA Knight finally finished the job and got his a title in WWE. I think he's going to be an awesome United States champion. I can't wait to see LA Knight's run as champion. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. Huge congratulations to LA Knight on winning the U.S. title tonight. Congratulations to Braun Breaker becoming Intercontinental Champion, taking out Sami Zayn. I think Braun's going to be probably one of the most dominant Intercontinental Champions that the WWE has ever seen. Also can't believe Demon got dethroned and got betrayed by Balor. Yeah, that was kind of surprising a little bit, but I kind of seen the writing on the wall with that one for a while, as him and Balor were butting heads quite a bit. It seemed like it was getting to that point, especially early on in the night when Dominic turned on Rhea Ripley and cost Rhea the title. It kind of was the following of the dominoes for Judgment Day, it seemed at that point, where with Rhea losing this title to Liv retaining, Dom helping Liv retain was kind of the domino falling. And obviously it got worse from there because Priest wanted to find him and just didn't work.
What's that saying?
Night, guys. Have a good live stream. Oh, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you popping in there, buddy. Yeah, and Priest basically arguing with Balor and them trying to find Dominic. We didn't see obviously what happened after they found Dominic, but it's kind of been building for a while. I think they're kind of almost building two different Judgment Days, it seems like.
Whoa.
One with Liv Morgan and one will probably be with Priest and Rhea, but they're going to have to find some help to take out Balor, Carlito, and JD McDonough.
I think Carlito's going to be the good guy side.
I sub since y'all deserve it so much by being great people to talk to and actually understand your viewers. Oh, thank you so much, Ricky. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it for sure.
Can't do
And
it.
we love doing these WWE reviews for you
Wrestling.
guys.
Wrestling.
Anything wrestling,
And in wrestling.
whether it be WWE, AEW,
AEW,
we're excited
what-
to do everything wrestling for
Whatever
you
you
guys.
guys want, we enjoy doing it. Yes, I'm hitting this time. I'm happy I'm just vocaling. Because mainly his channel, I'm helping him. Again, thank you guys. This has been, why don't we use a term from Bill? Excellent adventure so far.
So far, yeah. But I'm also excited with Cody Rhodes. I want to see Cody Rhodes. I know Cody Rhodes has been,
Was that
to be honest, though, the OTC is here. Oh, yeah, I was so sick to see Roman come back tonight and screw over Solo Sikoa.
But is he
It's
a-
been coming for a long time, I think. I'm not a fan of Solo's Wish version of the Bloodline. I think it's like if Solo ordered the Bloodline on Temu. It is absolutely embarrassing. These guys are greener than grass and couldn't carry a fart. So I'm happy to see Roman bring an order back to Solo's Wish variant of the Bloodline. I think it's terrible.
Hell yeah.
And Solo's going to get absolutely exposed when Roman wrestles him. He's going to destroy him. It's going to be awesome.
But now we need to know is, again, we don't know if Roman's babyface or heel. He's neutral right now. I'm hoping he's a babyface. I want to see a babyface tribal chief.
I kind of want to see that too. But Cody's been talking about bringing back the wing title, which I hope that he gets a chance to bring back the wing title. I think it'd be so cool to have the wing championship back in WWE. It's been so long since we've had it.
The last champion
Like
was...
mid-90s, eh?
It had to be mid-90s. The last champion I remember holding it was back... Oh, I don't know, actually.
So I'm hoping that Cody does get the chance to bring that back. I think that would be absolutely awesome. I know he's been trying to do it, so I'm hoping that he does get it. Huge Cody Rhodes fan, if you can't tell. Bloodline more like ass lineup. Yeah, the Bloodline is terrible. The new Bloodline is absolute garbage. I mean, Jacob can't even do a move off the top rope
Without
through a
tumbling.
table without injuring himself.
And he's a champion.
And he's the tag team champion. Like, it's a joke. These guys are pathetic. They're horrible. Roman's obviously laughing at them because when Roman put the Bloodline together, he had established people like Jay and Jimmy,
Sammy.
himself, Sami Zayn at one point. Solo was part of it, but he wasn't as prominent as he is with this one. I think this was just Solo just trying to go out and get revenge because Cody Rhodes won the championship from Roman at SummerSlam, and they were trying to bring back the title to the Bloodline, so I think he thought bringing in all these outside people, Tama Tonga, Tonga
blah,
Leo,
blah, blah,
Jacob
blah.
Fatu,
All morons.
Hikuleo possibly coming in, Zilia Fatu, just to try to get the title. Obviously, it didn't work, so I'm happy Cody's still a champion. I really appreciate that he's still the champion. Roman actually knew how to put together a team, but Solo's guys need to... Oh, I agree. Solo's guys definitely need to go back to NXT. They're absolutely terrible. They're greener than grass. I think they're doing a good job keeping Zilia off TV for now and actually getting him the work, hopefully in NXT before they debut him. As I think that they rushed Tama Tonga, they rushed Tonga Leo, they definitely rushed Jacob Fatu badly, as obviously tonight showed that he's not ready. So yeah, it's been embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. And I think Roman felt embarrassed that, Solo came up with this new bloodline and kind of took it away from him. Wait, you talking about greener than grass? They straight up dead grass. Oh yeah, they straight up are dead grass for sure. They are horrible. They are the worst bloodline ever assembled. I think they're going to get exposed badly when Roman comes, well, now that Roman is back. I'm excited to see where they go with this. Obviously, Solo versus Roman is next, so I'm excited to see what WWE goes with this one. I'd rate SummerSlam as 7 out of 10. Some matches upset me a little bit more than others did, but for the most part, it was entertained. I was entertained tonight. They did a good job there. They set up a bunch of stories that I think are going to go over well. I'm excited for the return of Bad Blood in October. I think that's awesome to finally have Bad Blood back as a pay-per-view. It's been almost 30 years, I think, since we had it, so it's super cool to see it return. I'm excited to see that. The Gunther match I was a little disappointed in. Obviously, I wanted Priest to retain. I liked Priest's title reign. I thought it was good. I'm a little upset that Priest lost. I think they could have easily done the Priest match and had him go, disqualification, have him keep the title. He didn't have to lose it, but I guess because they're going to Berlin for the Clash of Berlin, they're obviously decided to go with Gunther in that match. In my opinion, Punk should have won the match.
What's the next one?
Oh, he wanted Priest to retain after hearing he was on the streets. Yeah, I wanted Priest to retain too, man. He's been a great champion. I don't think they should have ended the run. I think a disqualification would have been good. I get why they did it, obviously, to promote the show in Berlin, and having a champion from Austria, which is just outside of Germany, be your champion brings more eyes to the pay-per-view for Berlin. I think that's exactly why they did it. It's stupid. I get it, but I don't get it because Priest was such a good champion, and I think they pulled it way too soon from Damian Priest and what they should have. CM Punk should have won the match. I absolutely agree on that one. I think that was a travesty. Obviously, as I said earlier, it was a travesty. Putting Rollins in the match when they knew the history with Rollins and Punk was absolutely disgusting. I think they should have just let Drew and Punk wrestle without Seth Rollins involved, because this had nothing to do with Seth Rollins. This was a rivalry between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and it should have stayed a rivalry between Punk and McIntyre. They didn't have to have Seth involved, because Seth had nothing to do with it. It was stupid. It angered me. It was dumb. I hope they right their wrong, and I hope they get Punk the win, and he gets that one back over McIntyre in a much more fair match. So I'm hoping that that's what they do. That was just disgusting, in my opinion.
We have wrestling news.
And another terrible booking from WWE.
Fatu's injured.
Yeah, you can touch on that there.
I'll touch on it quickly. Jacob Fatu actually really hurt his leg, what it sounds like. So Jacob Fatu hurt his whole entire leg, injured his whole leg, muscle got broken. So Jacob Fatu's out. That means the Titan titles are up in the air now. Maybe WWE is the run from SmackDown, as R-Truth says D-Generation X might get the titles back, as in DIY, because R-Truth's hilarious. We forgot the best part of the night. Jelly Roll can do an amazing choke slam. And the 5-knuckle shuffle for a big guy. Was that thinking? I can't see.
I'll get that one to a second there. Let's see.
Hey, she just pressed on the phone.
I think Rollins should have had his own match to wrestle, because I'm a big Seth fan and he should have fought someone. Yeah, I think Seth should have had his own match for sure. I would have rather Seth been in another match. I don't think Seth should have been involved in the Punk and McIntyre rivalry. I think that was a mistake on their part. Putting Drew over in that match was definitely a mistake, in my opinion. Not just because I'm a Punk fan, but because I think it's the wrong decision. Especially with everything they had Punk go through the last couple of weeks. It was wrong to have Punk lose that match. He should have won. Jelly Roll did a hell of a choke slam. Yeah, Jelly Roll did an awesome choke slam.
For a big guy.
And his performance was great. I love the opening with Jelly Roll. I thought Jelly Roll did an awesome job at this performance. It was amazing. It was definitely something to see. I kind of myself want to see Jelly Roll take on the role of the the lead for the soundtrack for WWE 2K25. I want to see Jelly Roll be the soundtrack artist for 2K25. I want to see Jelly Roll make the music and hopefully be in the game for next year because I think that'll be a lot of fun to have Jelly Roll in the game.
They love hip hop.
Putting Seth in the Punk and Drew match is like putting AJ Styles in the Cody Rhodes match versus Rome. It was a mistake. They knew the history with Punk and Seth and even Drew, but Seth was so one-sided in that match, it wasn't even fair. Like, there was not a chance that Seth was going to allow Punk to win at any cost, whether it be when he hit his GTS to McIntyre to get to 3. Seth was slower than anything to get to the 3 count for him. Seth did not want Punk to go over at all. He didn't want Punk to win. He was not being a fair and, what do you call the word?
Unbiased.
Unbiased referee. He was being super biased to help McIntyre win because he's got such a hatred for Punk. It was embarrassing. It was stupid. It was one of the worst booking decisions I think Triple H has ever done with WWE. I think they should be ashamed of themselves on that one. I did not like it at all.
I think I know match number 2 is going to be.
So I'm hoping that Punk gets that one back and they do it without Seth Rollins.
It'll be that wrestling and pole match probably next.
They're going to figure out something, yeah, for sure. He should hate Drew more because Drew took his title away. I agree with you, Ricky. I agree with you on that one. He should hate Drew more because Drew was the one that took the title away, not Punk. Punk was just getting his revenge on McIntyre for what McIntyre did to him. I think Seth screwing Punk was the wrong decision. I think that was dumb. I think that's what WWE wants to go with. They want to go with CM Punk versus Seth Rollins because they know it's a money-making match. But I think you have to run it back with McIntyre because that wasn't a fair send-off to the McIntyre match. I think they need to run it back again without the special referee. Have the regular referee, have it a steel cage match, have it something. But WWE needs to right this wrong.
Street fight.
They need to right this wrong big time, I think. It needs to happen.
Well, there you go. You can talk about the match.
That's how I feel about the Punk match.
Something more about Punk.
How is Punk the bad guy? He got his arm injured and is getting his revenge. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. I agree with you, Ricky. It doesn't make sense at all. I don't know why Triple H booked it the way that he did. I didn't understand the booking. I didn't understand the decision-making to have Punk get screwed over that badly by Seth Rollins. I think it was wrong on so many levels. It took away from the night, for sure. Even though he did all that bad stuff, we need Vince back. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. I know Triple H has been fumbling bad. But he does do a lot of good things. He's bringing WWE back to Canada again for another pay-per-view, as was just announced that was that
Home in the Canucks
Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Survivor Series is going to be live from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. They've got the Survivor Series back, which is going to be awesome, War Games style, which is awesome for Canada and Canadians. It's great that
it just sucks that we don't get
he's
one.
spreading the love for WWE all over the world. I do like that he's doing that. Some decisions he makes is good. Tonight he had a couple fumbles. Obviously the Punk match was a fumble. Nia Jax match was fumbled all over the place. With Nia winning, with them kind of hemming and hawing about Tiffany cashing in or not cashing in. If they didn't have a solid plan or a solid go-to for that match, I think the best thing they should have done is just keep the title on Bayley. You take away any of this nonsense about having this person champion, having this person champion, having a cash-in, not having a cash-in. You take all that away if you have Bayley retain the title. I think that was another huge L from Triple H tonight for that alone. That was bad. Vince booked great stuff like AJ versus Cena, Seth versus Triple H, and John Cena in the minute, in my opinion, where those were all great rivalries. Yeah, there's definitely some booking issues, I think, with WWE at the moment. I don't think they really know what they want to do. And sadly for myself, I'll let my buddy chime in a second because I'm going to lose my voice in a second. But I think that there's too much fumbling. They didn't know what they wanted to do. They didn't know who they wanted to put over. These matches looked like they were thrown together at the last minute. Basically, oh, this person's going to win last minute. This person's going to win this. Like, they didn't have a clue what they were doing. It looked like a Mickey Mouse outfit tonight for SummerSlam for a few of the bookings.
Go get a water. I'll take over and let my friend get a drink because he's losing his voice. I think he said it best. I really have nothing. No, I had nothing to say in anything. I think he said it best. Yes, my friend said it best. Everything. Do I want to see Vince back? No, because if Vince comes back, Punk leaves. Punk said he will not be under a Vince McMahon Wrestling Company. He stated that. So we don't want to lose CM Punk. I think we could. I know Becky Lynch supposedly has signed what Emmy just told me. So the fans want to see Becky and Seth against CM Punk and AJ Lee. That would be a hell of a match. And I think, sorry to say, Becky Lynch probably get her backside handed to her. Because Seth would run away half the time. And I'm a Seth Rollins fan saying that. Punk's a better wrestler than Seth Rollins. And I'm a Seth mega fan. You think over. I only said my piece, that's all.
I'm glad to see Priest now be the face again I've been waiting for. Yeah, I'm excited to see Priest's babyface run. I don't think Rhea's done with Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan made the biggest mistake of her entire career and her entire life with what she just did to Rhea Ripley. And Dominic, well, he better run for the hills on Monday night, because if Rhea gets her hands on Dominic, he's a dead man. Rhea's going to absolutely kill him. Priest is going to murder him. There's going to be nothing left of Dirty Dum-Dum by the end of the night. I think he better be hiding come Monday night, because Dominic is in deep trouble with Priest and with Rhea. And if Priest doesn't kill him, Rhea will.
I want to see that.
So Dum Dum better look out, because Monday he's going to be in trouble badly. True. Not going to lie. When it comes to Dum Dum, it should have been me, Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. Dum Dum's going to get his, I think. Rhea's going to put him in his place. Priest is going to kill him. It's going to be interesting to see what they do on Monday night. But the thing that I'm most excited for on Monday night
is the Wyatt Sick.
Is the debut of the Wyatt Sick. I think Taylor Rotunda has done an absolutely incredible job at putting this together. I think one of the most heartbreaking videos I think that they did show a long time ago was when Bray Wyatt was talking about like if he thought that Taylor could do another version of the Wyatt family, and Bray basically said absolutely he can, and I think he's going to do an even better version of the one that I did. And I am really a huge fan of Taylor Rotunda. I think he's done an amazing job. Everything that they've gone through, this has been the absolute most perfect way to honor not only the legacy, but the career, the history, everything that Bray put into the business. I think this is the absolute best way that they could have done it. Taylor Rotunda has handpicked some of the best people to be in this faction that haven't been seen in a while. Rowan coming back definitely pulls at the heartstrings for sure, because Rowan and Brody Lee were so close at the time before he passed. Joe Gacy finally getting a chance under Taylor Rotunda, I think, is absolutely outstanding. Dexter Lumis finally being able to get another chance under Taylor Rotunda. And Nikki Cross finally being able to get seen in her Sister Abigail form, I think is outstanding. I'm really appreciating the storytelling that they're doing with the Wyatt Sick. I love everything that Taylor Rotunda has done with it. I think this has been the best way for Taylor to honor his brother, and I honestly think that, like, if Bray Wyatt could see him now, he'd be smiling down on Taylor and thanking him for, keeping his legacy alive and having us remember, like, not that we're ever going to forget Bray Wyatt, because I never will. Bray Wyatt is an absolute one-of-a-kind person. But, I mean, I think it's been a great honor to see what he's done with not only the faction, but honoring his brother's legacy every step of the way. And I really want to see WWE put a title on Taylor Rotunda, will it be the tag team titles, or even an Intercontinental Championship, or the world title, just once for the honor of Bray Wyatt, because he's done such a good job of this faction, and I'm really proud of everything that he's done. And I'm sure Bray Wyatt would be looking down, and he'd be very proud of everything that Taylor Rotunda has put into this faction and everything that they've done to honor him. Really looking forward to seeing the Wyatt Sick debut on Monday. I think it's going to be a super, super, super special moment for us fans and for the legacy of Bray Wyatt. Dirty Dumb had a mummy and has a sidekick and wife, which is crazy in my opinion. Yeah, Dum Dum's just all over the place. He's gonna get his, I think, on Monday night when it comes to Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. He better be nowhere near the building on Monday because it's gonna be hell for him. It's just like it's gonna be hell for Chad Gable with the Wyatt Sick. He's in trouble when it comes to those guys, I think. You're the only person keeping the live stream along. Yeah, you're doing awesome, Ricky. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you sticking in here and chatting with us as long as you have about the wrestling. It's really cool that you're super passionate about wrestling like we are, and it's and it's cool that you're in the chat, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, that's how I feel about the Wyatt Sick. I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably been WWE's best storyline, has been the Wyatt Sick.
Yep.
With the tapes, with everything that they've done with it, I think it's like exceptionally, it's so cool. I mean, I yell a lot when it comes to wrestling, to be honest. So, me too. Me too. My buddy can compensate for that. I get angry too at some of the decision making. Obviously, tonight he felt it out firsthand as I was angry with the Punk match. I was angry with the Nia Jax match. I mean, he can attest to some of the anger that we have sometimes when it comes to wrestling. Not only in WWE, but also in AEW as well. We get angry at some of the decision making that they make over there. And some of the decision making that they make in WWE is about the same, I think. But yeah, we'll wait and see if we get a few more. But if not, then guys, it's been a great night talking to you guys about wrestling. We're super excited to go over SummerSlam with you guys. We love doing these live wrestling things for you after the pay-per-view. It's really awesome that we get to do this. I think it's a really cool show. You guys have, you're the only viewer. Yeah, you are, buddy. It's really awesome that you guys are here and you're just chatting with us about wrestling. It's something that we're super passionate about. Something that we love talking about and that we love having on the channel. We know wrestling does well. We appreciate that wrestling does well. And we love that you guys are just as passionate about the sport as we are. And some of the decision making. We'd love to hear your opinion. Ricky, what are your opinion on the Wyatt Sick? Are you excited to see the Wyatt Sick debut on Monday night? I know I'm super excited. I was a huge Bray Wyatt fan. Pretty much broke me in two when Bray passed away. I was extremely sad to hear of his passing, as he was one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. That one cut deep, still does, talking about Bray, because, I mean, he should still be with us. It's a shame that he's not. I think it's unfortunate, but I think that Taylor's done a hell of a job at keeping his legacy alive for us.
Look who was there tonight. Ginny, the girl that Gunther's partner. Right over a picture.
The Wyatt Six gave me nightmares and make me pee my pants. That's why I started. Yeah, the Wyatt Six are creepy, but I love that about them. I love that, you know, Taylor's keeping Bray's legacy alive. I love that, you know, they're paying tribute to Brody Lee every week. They're paying tribute to Bray every chance that they get. Bray would be so proud of Taylor, and he'd obviously be so proud of this faction. They've done an incredible job with it. The Wyatt Six have definitely been one of the best factions that WWE's putting together, and one of the absolute coolest storylines that they've been going with. I think it's been awesome since their debut when they showed up and they took out everybody. The run with Gable has been awesome. I think it's been awesome. I'm super excited to see them debut. Second viewer, yeah. Yeah, the SummerSlam booking was terrible this year. It was really bad. But they kind of saved their night with Roman Reigns returning at the end, helping Cody Rhodes, spearing the crap out of Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes retaining the title was awesome for me. LA Knight going over was amazing. I was so happy that LA Knight went over. I was happy Braun Breaker got over tonight. I think he's definitely deserved it. He's earned it for sure. Coming so close in the first match with Sammy to actually getting the job done tonight was awesome. I didn't like that Priest lost. I thought that was bad. I think Priest should have retained instead of having them lose the title. I get why, obviously because of the Bash at Berlin. They're going to want to have Gunther be the champion, someone from Austria that could relate to the German people and to help sell the event over there in Germany. I think that's exactly why they did it. It may or may not be a long run. We'll have to wait and see. But I'd love to see Priest get it back. I was disappointed that Rhea lost. I think that she should have won. But I definitely don't think that it's over between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. If anything, I think it's just getting started. And I think it's only a matter of time before Rhea Ripley wins that title back. Liv's basically just holding on to it for now, but Rhea's definitely getting that belt back. And she will get it back sooner than later, I think. Roman, LA Knight, Braun Breaker, and Cody carried. The rest was all right. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Roman, Breaker, LA Knight, they definitely carried the show along with Cody Rhodes. The rest was all right. Yeah, the rest wasn't the best SummerSlam that they put together. They definitely put together better events for SummerSlam than they have before. But tonight was definitely not really one of them. But yeah, we didn't mind it tonight. We thought it was okay. It was an average event. Definitely not better than their previous event. I think their previous event was 10 times better than their event that they did tonight. What was their previous one again?
I can't remember.
The one before this one?
Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank was a lot better, I think, to be honest, than tonight was. But tonight was okay.
Yeah, it was Money in the Bank.
I think basically it's just to set up for the Bad Blood pay-per-view, and obviously the Gunther thing was to set up the Bash at Berlin, to have a champion from Germany to headline the event so they can sell tickets to have people from Germany go to the event to watch Gunther, I think. Bad Blood better be good, or else I'm contacting WWE and sending a Karen complaint, and I best believe I'm going full Karen. Yeah, hopefully Bad Blood is good. I got high hopes for it. I think it's going to be all right. Certainly can't be any worse than it was tonight. I think Bad Blood is basically where we're going to see Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns do battle. I think that's when they're going to have that match set up for. Obviously, I don't think they're going to set that one up for Germany. They're going to have something with, not McIntyre, but with, Gunther.
Gunther.
Yeah, they're going to have something set up for Gunther for the Germany one.
Gunther, I don't know how to say it.
So, I'm interested to see what they do for Bad Blood. I think there's going to be a lot of great matches. I think that's where they go with Rhea and Liv Morgan a second time. And that's where I think Rhea's going to retain or win back her championship that she was so wrongly screwed out of tonight by Dirty Dum Dum and Liv Morgan. That was an absolute travesty. Dom better watch himself on Monday because I think Rhea's going to kill him. Priest is definitely going to kill him. And Balor better run for the hills too because Priest will be looking for Finn Balor. And that's going to be a hell of a match too. Because I think that's going to be another one that's going to be added probably to Bad Blood will be Damian Priest and Finn Balor as they're going to do battle. Gunther needs to be named Walter again. I don't care how bad the name can be because as long as they don't mean it in a bad way, he can... Yeah, true. Walter was a great name for him. I'm not a fan of the Gunther name either. I think it's stupid. I don't really like that name for him. But obviously that's what WWE wanted to go with. I think he was just to set up ticket sales, I think, for the Germany event. So I'm interested to see how his run's going to go, if it's going to be long or if it was just to set up for that event and then he's going to lose it right after. We don't know. We're just basically playing the wait-and-see game with Gunther for that one.
Mm-hmm.
To see if he has a long reign or not. Now that's what I got.
Yeah, it's
Unless you find anything else news for WWE.
not that I'm saying anything. It's just every responses.
But yeah, that's pretty much been our thoughts on tonight. It hasn't been a great event. Has been the worst event that they did. If anything, I think what they've done... Yeah, Gunther is even worse because it's Gunther and talks about... Yeah, Gunther is not the best name for sure. I agree with you on that one. But I think the worst thing that WWE did tonight, and my friend can even attest to this too, I think, is they've basically left the door wide open for AEW, who's been struggling mightily, yes, We do believe AEW has been struggling mightily.
Mm-hmm.
But them leaving the door open for All In at Wembley Stadium, I think, was a huge mistake.
Wasn't smart.
I don't think that was positive on their end, because if All In turns out to be an amazing event and Will Ospreay wins back the championship against MJF, Bryan Danielson beats Swerve, which I don't know if that's going to happen because Danielson is basically out of his deal with AEW. But those two matches alone, plus the match with Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné, a.k.a. Sasha Banks for the WWE fans, All In is shaping up to be a great event. Yes, it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but Wembley Stadium is such a big deal, and I don't know if WWE realized how big of a mistake it was to leave the door open for Wembley Stadium. Yeah, they do take a lot of old WWE talent, but they do have some good talent of their own. Will Ospreay, I find, has been extremely entertaining. Swerve Strickland has been a great champion for them. He's been awesome. Mercedes Moné, not so much. I've absolutely hated her run as women's champion. I think it's terrible. I don't want to see her retain against Britt Baker. I think it's just awful. Yeah, some of AEW's talent has not been great. Danielson's been doing surprisingly well, though, even in AEW. I think Bryan Danielson's been one of their top-tier talents, and he's been performing at a higher rate right now, which is awesome to see. I know when I got to see AEW Collision in Ottawa, Bryan Danielson and Katsuyori Shibata definitely tore it out of the house. They put on an extremely great wrestling match that I thought was fantastically done. Very technical. Danielson got the win in that one, but I really like what Danielson's done in AEW.
Okay.
Yeah, Swerve was old WWE, but I do think Swerve's kind of found his own in AEW. Swerve's kind of showcased like how much he's grown over the years and how much he's improved, I think. He's definitely come a long way for sure. He is old WWE talent. I do agree with you on that one, but I think Swerve has improved a lot, leaps and bounds over, even my buddy can attest to the talent that Swerve Strickland has. He's been one of AEW's best for a while. I think it was a smart decision to put the belt on him. I think he's been a great man to carry that company. Obviously, Mox was one of the ones that carried the company. Now Mox is getting some time off, which is good because Moxley wrestles way too much to not have time off, I think. Most of their top tier are old WWE talent, which kind of sucks. Just feel like WWE, if you ordered a... And I'm mad at Tony Khan, he took him. Jack Perry and CM... Yeah, the Jack Perry thing is stupid, but in another sense too, Rick, if you look at it like this, they basically turned Jack Perry into a star. Like, he was a mid-carder, yes, but putting him with the Elite, I think, has really gained him popularity. It's basically rejuvenated his career in a sense that put him back on, like, the top-tier level, I think, again. So he's slowly working his way back up. I'm not the biggest Perry fan. I don't like him, to be honest with you. I'm more of a Punk guy myself, but I don't think they've done bad with Scapegoat. I think that they've done a decent job with Scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
Jack Perry is as much of a star as a Square. Yeah, he's not great, but being under the lead, with the Elite, he's not terrible. I don't see him being champion long. I think they're probably going to put that title back onto Darby Allin, who, even as Punk has said, Darby Allin's an incredible talent. Definitely one of his favorites. One of his favorite matches when he was in AEW was the match against Darby Allin. He's got nothing but respect for Darby. I think Darby's been a great talent for them. He's awesome. He's homegrown, which is kind of what they need, more of the homegrown stuff than the WWE side of things. But Tony just likes to sign old WWE guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Tony he's hot and heavy over signing the old WWE guys.
Yep.
I mean, Adam Copeland had a decent run in AEW, prior to the injury. Interested to see how his comeback's gonna go. I hope it's better than the previous thing, but Adam's kind of really showing his age at this moment too. He's getting up there, and the problem that AEW is having is there's too many guys over 40. There's not enough guys under the 40 mark that are going to carry a company for them. Will Ospreay is one of the ones that can because he's younger talent. But yeah, a lot of their guys being older, especially the older WWE guys like Edge, aka Adam Copeland, like at 50. Christian Cage being at 50, it's not going to cut it for them, I think. They need younger talent.
Easily.
And WWE is succeeding because they have a lot of younger talent in their company. A lot of the younger guys are getting over. A lot of the younger guys are doing well. Ethan Page going to WWE in NXT, becoming champion was incredible. The fact that he did it with only like under a week.
I know. That's insane.
And becoming NXT champion over there, he would have never got that chance to be any kind of champion in AEW, I think. Because Ethan just wasn't getting the shots. If it wasn't for Scorpio Sky not being there, Ethan Page probably wouldn't have had a job. He was just basically there to be a tag team with Scorpio. They didn't see anything special in Ethan, which WWE did, and Ethan's been a big star for them. It's the same as Lexus King, aka Brian Pillman Jr. He was just being squashed by everybody in AEW. They didn't really see the talent and the potential that Lexus had. He went to WWE and is becoming successful over there because they're actually seeing the talent over there. WWE securing Stephanie Vacour was amazing for them. They secured Julia, which is awesome. Hikuleo secured over there. He's coming at some point. Zilia Fatu's coming over. WWE's done a great job of acquiring really strong talent and building upon the roster, I think.
100%.
Which is why we're seeing a better product, sadly, with WWE than we are with AEW. AEW, we're seeing much of the same, which some nights it's bad, some nights it's okay, but we're seeing a lot of the same with AEW, and we're seeing more new stuff and better stuff with WWE, I think.
Anything else?
WWE takes AEW stars and makes them better, but AEW takes WWE stars and makes them worse. Yeah, sadly they do. They make a lot of them worse for sure. I mean, Edge is a prime example. Adam Copeland was at the end of his ropes when they signed him. He had a decent enough run before making that awful mistake in that cage match with... who was he in that cage match with?
Oh, shit. I can't remember.
Malachi.
There we go.
With Malachi Black and then just injuring himself because he took the move wrong. Malachi's another one I feel bad for because he was such a good talent in WWE, and he's just constantly being the squash guy in AEW. I think they're definitely misusing the House of Black. Brody King is an exceptional talent that's kind of being wasted. Buddy Matthews is another one who's just such great talent. I know he's happy over there, but I mean, if I was Buddy Matthews, I wouldn't be happy over there. You're not winning matches. You're constantly losing. And, like, you would be so much better off in WWE. Not only to join your wife, Rhea Ripley, but to actually, like, you'd get over more. You'd get more, like, fan base. Like, I think they're just wasting Buddy Matthews, and he's such a talented wrestler. I think it's wrong.
All three of them are being wasted.
CM Punk wasn't as good in AEW. His whole AEW career is as he is right now in WWE, yeah.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah, Punk was not very well used in AEW for sure. I definitely agree with you on that one. He did have some strong matches, like his dog collar match with MJF, I thought was one of his career highlights there. Obviously, his match with Darby Allin. The match against Moxley wasn't too bad. His match with Hangman was okay. At that point, he kind of lost a little bit. His match with Joe was awful. But some of the earlier matches weren't bad. The dog collar match was probably one of the standouts for sure. Him and
100%.
Him and MJF in that dog collar match was exceptional. That was an awesome dog collar match. But no, I'm hoping Punk can get some wins in WWE. I think they're gonna right the wrong with the match with McIntyre. They're not done. Obviously, with McIntyre still holding the bracelet, Punk's going to come back stronger for revenge. So
Stronger, faster.
they're not done with that rivalry, and I think Punk gets the next one for sure on that one.
Knock on wood.
But yeah, guys, that's basically been our breakdown with the WWE SummerSlam. Take a few more questions, and then we'll wrap it up. But you guys have been awesome. Ricky, you've been awesome too, buddy. I appreciate you coming on here and supporting the channel and subscribing. I mean, me and my buddy can both attest that it definitely means a lot to us that
oh, hell yeah.
You're enjoying our content. You're enjoying what we're putting out there. If you guys want great movie reviews, we do have great movie reviews on our channel. As we have another one up there for Quiet Place Day 1.
Oh,
we have one up there for Maxine. We have one up there for Deadpool, which is actually super funny. We got lots of great content, taste tests, lives, unboxing videos, all kinds of great stuff that I think you guys will really enjoy. Retro reviews. Retro reviews will be coming back. We're just trying to figure out what movie to watch for retro reviews, but we've got some good retro reviews on there too. You've been more amazing. Oh, thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, we've got some great retro reviews on there already. We got the Fog, or not the Fog. Ooh, that'd be a good one to watch, actually. But we got The Thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing's one of our retro reviews. My buddy did one for The Sandlot, is up there now. We've done Close Encounter of the Third Kind, which is up there right now. There's a few retro reviews that I think you guys are really going to like. So let us know what you guys think of the retro review side of things. And if you're enjoying the content, we definitely appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. We love doing these WWE ones. We love hearing your feedback with the wrestling, as it's something that we're both super passionate about. So it's awesome to do this. Oh, thank you, Ricky. I appreciate it. This is your first time seeing you. I'm super interested. So I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. Oh, thanks, Ricky. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, definitely check it out. We got tons of cool stuff on our page. Feel free to check it out. There's gaming videos. There's taste tests, retro reviews.
A little bit of everything.
New movie reviews. As I said, Deadpool, Maxine, Longlegs. We have one for Quiet Place Day 1. So lots of cool stuff like that. Movie side of things like reviews, lives, unboxing videos. It's a bit of everything. But I think if you're willing to give it a chance, I think you're going to enjoy a lot of the content that we put out. You might like it. Maybe you'll tell your friends about it, and they'll check it out, and they might like it as well. So definitely appreciate getting more eyes on the page, as well as getting more subscribers. It means the world to us. So does this video. So take 2 more, and then we'll wrap it up, because we're almost at a full hour on this thing, which has been awesome.
My voices are dying.
Here, I'll let you dive in and say some things to the people while
My voice is dying, your voice is dying. Hope I'm not seeing. Yeah, my friend said it all. We're going to have more coming. We're just trying to figure out what bananas we're going to do. We're 2 old farts trying to see what is best to do. Yeah, we got rich reviews. We got everything coming. And if there's any ideas you guys think of, let us know in the comments, and we will try to bring in things you guys like. Sorry, voice is kind of dying. Our voices are dying. We're getting old. Well, at least we call it the lounge, because the lounge can get our voices back here and there. But tonight was fun. Wembley's going to be fun in the end of the month. It's going to be What's my favorite wrestler? Well, I'm kind of I'm donning both. Bret Hart, the Hardys, Swerve Strickland, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest. I think it was Hogan, but not sadly anymore. Favorite wrestler now, I'd say my favorite wrestler in the past is Shawn Michaels. Favorite wrestler right now, Will Ospreay is my favorite now. I'm also a Daniel Bryan fan. That's mine. And I'll let him to tell you. Oh my God, my voice.
Well, my favorite wrestler from the past, I would probably have to say has been, obviously Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of the ones I really looked up to. Stone Cold was one of my absolute favorites. Today it's Cody Rhodes, definitely being one of them. CM Punk. Rhea Ripley, obviously. Damian Priest. Jey Uso even. I'm starting to really get into Jey Uso.
Yeah.
I think he's been an exceptional talent, especially since he's left Jimmy. Him on his own has been great. My favorite is Seth Rollins or CM Punk. Nice. That's a good choice, Ricky. That's definitely two great wrestlers. CM Punk's had an absolutely legendary career. Seth Rollins has had an equally legendary career, not only through WWE, but for Ring of Honor. And every other company that he's been in, Seth has been awesome. He's definitely one of the best to ever do it, I think, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was my favorite growing up, was been Stone Cold Steve Austin, for sure.
What? What's next?
I made a custom Roman Reigns figure and a custom Jey Uso figure tonight while watching SummerSlam. Nice, that's awesome.
That'd be fun.
That's awesome stuff for sure. Jey Uso's been awesome. If you want to see a really cool wrestling figure, I'll show you quickly before I sign off here.
Because we are losing our voice. What?
This one's probably one of my favorites. Bret the Hitman Hart, obviously, being Canadian. Bret Hart was one of my favorite wrestlers, so it's cool to have a Bret Hart signed figure. Yes, I'm Canadian. I'm from Ottawa. And it's also cool to have this Cactus Jack figure. And also being a Canadian, this is also a special piece for me, as to have Trish Stratus autographed Funko Pop, as Trish has been one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. I've been a huge Trish Stratus fan for a long time. I've really loved her career since she came into WWE. I'm kind of excited to see where they go for with Trish Stratus. I'd love to see her come back to WWE. I think it'd be awesome. I think Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus would be a really cool match for them to have. I think that'd be awesome stuff. So I'm hoping that WWE pulls the trigger on that one. It's Tiffy time. Yeah, Tiffy, I don't mind Tiffany. By the way, you're Canadian too, Ricky. That's awesome, buddy. That's really cool. I got this one recently at the AW Collision. Autographed Danhausen figure from AW. Basically, all my wrestling autographs that I have are on a wall. But that's some of my cool autograph figures that I have, which is awesome. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. We got to all your questions. You guys are amazing. I have the same figure, just unboxed. Oh, nice. The Danhausen one? You have the Danhausen one unboxed? I got the autographed one. I think it's awesome. Yeah, the Danhausen one is really good. Yeah, I like the Danhausen figure. This signature is really cool. Danhausen's got a nice autograph. He definitely has a nice autograph for sure. It was a cool piece to pick up. Only $100, not a bad price for that autographed at the AW event. I picked up a Jey Uso autograph at the WWE event when I went to see Raw. I think that was really cool to pick up. I love picking up any kind of 8x10 autograph when I go to the wrestling. It's always cool when they have new ones that I don't have yet. I picked up a Roman Reigns one before, Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso recently, Drew McIntyre a long time ago. So I got quite a few wrestling autographs that I got from actual WWE events, which is awesome. But I think we're going to wrap it up tonight, guys. So thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you, Ricky, for coming on. I definitely appreciate you, man. You're awesome. Really appreciate the support. And hopefully you like some of our content on the page. We definitely appreciate you checking it out. It's going to be awesome. You have an autograph, Austin Aries. That is amazing, man. That is really cool. But we're going to pack her up tonight, Ricky. Thank you so much for coming on, buddy. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate the sub. It means a lot to us.
Indeed.
We're at 135 subscribers. The goal is eventually to get to 200, which we're climbing there. We're eventually going to hit it. I think if we put out more awesome content like this wrestling review side of things with SummerSlam, more live Q&As, which we do. There has been one of them on our page, which is awesome. More gaming content, more movie reviews, all that stuff. I think we're gonna... We're on the road to 200, and I believe that we're gonna get there by the end of the summer. That's the goal. If we don't hit it, we don't hit it, but I'm definitely intrigued to hit the 200 mark. I hope that we both get there.
Yeet.
Thank you. I really enjoyed the live. It was fun to watch. So goodbye and good night to you both. Both of you guys keep going, and you'll be true people. I can see you guys with 100K or more subscribers.
Oh, easily.
Wow, I really appreciate that, Ricky. That definitely means a lot to us. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the SummerSlam live review
Wrestling rambling.
and wrestling rants. You guys are awesome. You guys are all diehard wrestling fans. We love and appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you so much for making this live what it is. If you're interested in the wrestling content, it'll be at the start of this video, so tune into the start of this video and you get to check out all the cool wrestling content. Kobe. Hi, Kobe. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, if you want to continue talking, it's up to you.
No, I'll keep him entertained. I'll let him do one or two questions and we'll wrap it up because
My voice is dying.
I can't really do much more than that.
No, my voice is dead.
But if you're just joining, Kobe, I'm just gonna run through SummerSlam quickly. Liv Morgan retained the title with the help of Dirty Dum Dum. Dominic Mysterio helping Liv retain over Rhea Ripley. Braun Breaker is your new Intercontinental Champion, as Braun Breaker defeated Sami Zayn tonight to win the IC title. LA Knight is your new United States Champion, as LA Knight took out Logan Paul to win the title. Nia Jax is your new WWE Women's Champion, as she defeated Bayley. Damian Priest unfortunately lost tonight. Oh, good night, Ricky. Appreciate you, buddy. You gotta go get some sleep. Appreciate you, buddy. What match am I on now? Damian Priest. Damian Priest lost to Gunther. Gunther is your new WWE World Champion. Heading into the Berlin match. Seth Rollins defeated... Or not Seth Rollins. Basically, it was Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre defeated CM Punk. We have... What other matches were there?
The only thing you're missing is Cody's match.
Cody Rhodes retained the title, defeating Solo Sikoa. So that was been our quick run through. If I missed any matches, it's all at the start of the video, and you'll be able to check it out at the start of the video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.